Welcome. We're gonna try Deponia, the complete journey. Here, this is This is a. If you're not familiar with this, and this is the first time I played this, so this is my first impressions, first playthrough of this game. It's supposed to be a point-and-click adventure game. Something different. I know I don't do as much. I usually would do anime games or things like that, but I want to give it a try. It's free right now. Yeah, let's try the inventory mode. Click. Kuvak?
Huh? What is it now? Wasn't the game supposed to have started already?
Yeah, well, yes. But the junk press broke down, and we thought we'd use the time for a little tutorial.
Who thought that? I don't need no stinking tutorials.
So how are you going to fix the junk press?
Just watch me and learn.
Maybe you want to listen to what I have to say first?
But you don't have anything to say.
Oh, come on. It won't be long. Just point the cursor at me and left-click.
We'll see about that. Computer, talk to Wenzel.
You don't have to say that explicitly.
Who's talking to you?
Why, you are. You clicked on me.
Smarty pants. Just tell me what's wrong with the junk press. And stop wiggling your feet.
It's pressing only very gently now and doesn't really squish sufficiently.
Hey, every idiot can see that.
Well, why don't you present the tutorial then?
Okay, piece of cake. But first, I'll explain, how to look at an object.
I know that.
I see. And how?
I point my cursor at it and right-click when I see the eye icon.
Well, the theory is easy, but how about the actual practice?
Hey, this is your tutorial.
You're a cop-out, but be that as it may, I'll demonstrate. Do you see that little thingy on the floor over there? I will now use the tongue icon.
The eye icon.
Yeah, I will now click on it, thusly having a look at it. So you better watch closely.
This is a very interesting tutorial.
I thought you wanted to have a look at that thing on the floor. I mean, look more closely. You just point at it and right-click when the eye icon appears.
What's that?
It's a cathode plunger.
But I recognize a hydro clamp duplexer when I see one. Too bad I can only look at it. A duplexer like that could be useful.
You can pick it up. You just have to point your cursor at it so the hand icon appears. If you left-click now, you'll pick it up.
There has to be an easier way.
If you say so.
Okay, I picked up the duplexer, but what am I supposed to do with it now?
You put it into your inventory. That's where all the items go. You've picked up that object. Now you can open your inventory by using your mouse wheel.
Hey, there it is.
Correct. This is your inventory.
Yeah, I knew that.
It's where you can see what you're carrying around. You still know how to do that, don't you?
Look, Wenzel, I'm almost done.
Impressive. But I mean that.
Huh, it fits.
Now you have to...
Hey, you don't have to spoon feed me. I'll manage the rest.
If you say so. Rufus, there's one more thing.
I told you I'd manage without your help. Now, all I have to do is press this button here, and right away...
Oh, how I love tutorials!
It's kind of pathetic, you get all erratic about dirty dishes congesting the sink. I'm tired of your bothers, remember our fathers, they dwelled in a world filled with rubbish and stink. But when all hope was lost, someone raised from the dust. He was handsome and cunning, his haircut had style, courage was shining in his eyes, as he said, screw you guys, mind your own business, I'm off now, goodbye. Huzzah, he's off now, goodbye.
Alright, so far, you know, like the tutorial wasn't terribly hard. Kind of got the grip of what I'm doing.
Junk. Junk. And more junk. A life of order and happiness. Oh, my bad. That was junk too. Well, that does it. I need to leave this dump. Fortunately, this time my plan is foolproof. This time everything will work out. Where did I put my list? Heck, I really have to get away from this junkyard. Ah, there's my list. Let's see. Seems like I've packed almost everything I need. All I need now are some provisions. A toothbrush, a pair of socks, and a bolt cutter. A bolt cutter? What the... Well, guess I must have had a reason to put it on the list. All I need now are some provisions. The bolt cutter, for whatever reason, the toothbrush, a pair of socks, and that's it. This could be useful. My father left me a trunk before he left me. I don't want to open it. I don't want to be disappointed yet again.
Okay. First aid kit, telescope.
Locked. Tony must have the key. Whoa!
What?
What? The toothbrush bailed out on me. Guess I should have kept it in a more germ-free environment. Come on, brushy, brushy, brushy. Come to Papa. Oh, crap. I need a better plan to catch it. It's mocking me. Yeah? Well, just you wait. Another note from Tony. What's she complaining about now? Will you please clean the bathroom for once? Yeah, right. In her dreams.
So...
Do the dishes already. They won't do themselves. Oh, yeah? Well, I'll take that chance. I don't see why I, of all people, should do the dishes. I mean, Tony has much more experience with it. You're not supposed to eat on the sofa. I keep finding leftovers in it. Huh? Well, isn't that a good thing? The good old sofa. Too bad I can't fit it into my escape pod. I've had the most amazing ideas sitting here. Plus, you can always find leftovers in it. Seems there are still some wasabi peas in there. But without something to put them into, I'm not collecting them.
So, do I have to use...
Seems, but I need a better pot has no lid. They might end up rolling around in my inventory. I think the pot. Well, I've seen Tony. scoffed all the food yet again, and I keep finding your crap in the fridge. What the hell's wrong with you? Huh? I don't understand the question. I'll have a quick look. See if I can find something useful in the pockets. Hey, there really was something in there. A sock. Cool.
So... it's both.
I don't see why Tony has... Come on, Brushy, Brushy, Brushy. Come to Papa. Oh, crap. I need a better plan to catch it. Well, those are 2 socks, all right, but I need a pair. I don't want to show up in Elysium dressed like an idiot. Isn't there anything left to eat in this house? Typical. Tony's working all day, and I'm left to starve. I doubt if I'll find anything appetizing back there. Whoa, what's that? A guillotine so I won't enter her room? Whoa, that girl has issues. I honestly wonder why we were ever together at all. Stay out of my room. You have no business in there anymore. Who does Tony think she is? I've got better things to do than rummage through her drawers. No, I haven't finished packing yet.
Okay.
Blech, what gnat's piss. Ugh.
See if there's anything else. Guess I haven't looked at the cushion.
What's this? A sock? That explains why I've had such cheesy dreams. Huh. My old escape plans. Some of them weren't half bad. Ah, the first aid kit. It saved my life several times, but since the time I tried to build a shrapnel-propelled jet, there's no Band-Aid left. The only thing in there now is Tony's tranquilizer. Nope. The corner once was a good hiding place, but that's the first place Tony'll look. Luckily, I'm a gifted lockpicker. Damn, that would have been a piece of cake with the right tool. Luckily, I'm a gifted lockpicker. Damn, that would have been a piece of cake with the right tool. This would make a fabulous all-round tool. Nah, who needs fabulous all-round tools anyway? That's for amateurs. Luckily, I'm a gift... Damn, that would have been a piece of cake with the right tool.
Yeah, let's continue on.
don't see why I, of all people, should do the dishes. I mean, Tony has much more experience with it. This doesn't have to be cleaned yet. That's what I've been telling Tony for months. Something's still missing. The water or something? Blech. What gnat's piss? Ugh. Ooh, cold. Ooh, cold.
Alright, so they're like...
I may not be an expert, but I'm sure I need a hot wash. Too bad there's no boiling water.
Alright, so...
I don't see why I mean, Tony... I don't see I mean, Tony has much... I don't see why I mean, Tony has much... Blech. What gnat's piss? Ugh. I don't see why I, of all people, should do the dishes. I mean, Tony has much more experience with it. I don't see why I, of all people, should do the dishes. I mean, Tony has much more experience with it.
Maybe you had to...
No, I haven't finished packing yet. I guess I could smudge the note this way. But why should I? I'm not reading the notes anyway.
Okay, so...
I guess I could smudge the note. But why should I? I'm not reading...
want to...
Huh, not a chance. The handle is missing and I can't get my fingers into the cracks. It can't be opened since the handle's gone. Tony was pissed off, but I needed it to secure the door of my matter transporter. I mean, the device was unstable enough without flies going in and out.
So... try the fork.
Huh, not a chance. Although I can reach inside the crack, I don't have enough leverage. It can't be opened since the handle's gone. Tony was pissed off, but I needed it to secure the door of my matter transporter. I mean, the device was unstable enough without flies going in and out.
So, let's think. Bolt cutter...
A bolt cutter is a pretty useless gadget if you think about it. Why did I plan to take it along? In you go.
I guess we use the burner, hand torch here. Burn them.
I may not be an expert, but I'm sure I need a hot wash. I may not be an expert,
How am I gonna pull them out?
Whoa, look at that. The sock changed color. Who would have thought it? But where's the other one? Clear case of subtractive color mixing. And Tony keeps complaining that I don't do enough housework. It can't be opened since the handle's gone. Tony was pissed off, but I needed it to... I mean, the device...
So...
Well, I think that's all. Should be enough. Come on, brushy, brushy, brushy. Come to Papa. Oh, crap. I need a better plan to catch it.
Let's try the oil can. Oil.
I think I can find a better place for used oil. The fresh water supply, for instance. Let's get rid of this thing.
So then use the empty oil can for the wasabi peas. Okay. Gotcha. So far, the puzzles haven't been too difficult.
See? I guess these will make good provisions for the journey.
So now I can leave.
No, I haven't finished packing yet.
Oh, need to get everything into the suitcase. I got it. I still have to get the toothbrush as well. So what haven't I used? I guess I still need a handle. Let's see. I still need a handle. Guess let's take off.
Blech. Nah, like always, there's only junk on TV. Blech. Nah, like always, there's only junk on TV. Oh, my father left me, besides alone, with this stupid wooden trunk. Then he left Deponia without me. All I need now are some provisions. The bolt cutter, for whatever reason, a toothbrush, a pair of socks, and that's it. Bolt cutter, for whatever reason, check. Socks, check. Provisions, check. One for now, and one for the road.
I mean, do I just burn this chest? Oh, I got a wasabi pea now, so maybe that's what I have to use.
I've given up trying to open the trunk. I don't even want to know what's in there. would make excellent bait, but a total waste without a trap. Locked. Tony must have the key. No, I haven't finished packing yet.
Ah.
Blech. What gnat's piss. Ugh. Tony says it's my turn to clean the bathroom. Now that's just unfair. It's never her turn. I've been waiting for weeks, and it's never her turn. Nothing that needs plunger treatment, I'm afraid. Yeah, too bad. Wielding the plunger is my favorite pastime. Nothing that needs plunger treatment, I'm afraid. Yeah, too bad. Wielding the plunger is my favorite pastime. Nope. The corner once was a good hiding place, but that's the first place Tony will look.
Guess we try to plunger the... Yeah.
Ouch!
And then we use the trap. So far, these haven't been terribly hard.
Now the little bugger's in for a surprise. Come on, Brushy, Brushy, Brushy. Come to Papa. Ha! Gotcha! Ha! Gotcha! I'll make you suffer the next time I brush my teeth.
I wonder if the first aid kit is just,
Toothbrush. Check. Ha! Seems like I've packed everything. Oh, I can't close it anymore. Oh, seems like I've got to unpack something. But what? It doesn't take that much space. It doesn't take that much space. It doesn't take that much space. I'll never be able to close the suitcase with a monster like that in there. I mean, I won't need a bolt cutter where I'm going. I wonder why it was on the list in the first place. Now it fits. Packed and ready to go. I think I just strained something.
Hey, Rufus, you should save your energy for the unavoidable drop into the abyss.
Yeah, thanks, Wenzel. You can save your sarcasm for someone less well-prepared than me. This time, I took everything into account. It'll be a stroll in the park.
Ah, that's what you said last time. It took us days to remove the cactus spikes from your butt, remember?
That's all toxic runoff under the bridge. This time, everything will work out. And when finally an Elysian orbit pixie massages my back, I'll ask her to pause for a minute so I can laugh about you.
Whatever. But say, can I have your stuff when you're gone?
Yeah, sure. Help yourself. As if anything on this dump is valuable. It's time for me to leave all this behind.
Great. I hope you remember to calibrate the harpoon.
I'll do that later, after I've stored everything in the pod.
Well, then hurry up. Well, you know that the Organon are always on time.
Trusty Wenzel. I wonder how he's going to cope without me. I should send him a postcard. Hey, Wenzel. Still stuck in no man's land? It's your own fault, dunce. Yeah, something along those lines. I'll have to load the suitcase first. I want to be better prepared this time. I just need to prepare my escape pod for launch, adjust the harpoon, light the fuse, and then it's showtime! Then the rockets will shoot a powerful electromagnet toward a passing Organon cruiser. The escape pod is connected to that very powerful electromagnet via a long chain. Once the magnet is attached to the Organon cruiser, I can reel in the chain with a pedal-operated winch system and pull myself and the pod up. Then, the cruiser will bring me directly to Elysium. This time, nothing can go wrong. There. Now where shall I put it? There's no room there. And a sensor. My masterpiece. I've been working on this for so long. It must have been since Monday. The storage space is closed. Oh, crap! The battery's using up all the space. There. And now? There we go. If I remove the seat, it might just fit, but how's it going to be attached? And more importantly, where shall I sit? I might be able to do without this. No problem. Oh, crap. It's screwed tight. That's where the seat was attached. I'll need some kind of replacement. But how's it going to be attached? And more importantly, where shall I sit?
I wonder if I have to go back into Tony's house.
This will be the most spectacular departure ever. I'll have to prepare the escape pod first. I want to be better prepared this time. No, it won't fit in here. But how's it going to be attached? And more importantly, where shall I sit? There. Now where shall I put it? I just got that from there.
Guess I had to talk to him.
Hey, Wenzel.
What's up?
About the plan.
Are there any problems?
Problems? Oh, no. The plan is perfect. But where shall I put the battery?
Couldn't you have thought of building a compartment or something before?
I had other things on my mind, okay?
You slept through the whole afternoon while I assembled the telescope.
Well, I have to feel rested when I get to Elysium.
Of course you have. Anything else?
Where shall I put the battery?
Couldn't you have thought of building...
I had...
You slept...
Well, I have...
Anything else?
No problems. Why?
Of course not. Of course. How could I ever think such a thing?
I'll go back to work then.
You better do that. You haven't got much time left.
I just need to prepare my escape pod for launch, adjust the harpoon, light the fuse, and then it's showtime. Then the rockets will shoot a powerful electromagnetic escape. Once there.
Yeah, we've already heard that.
This time.
Fuse, base plate.
And a sensor. It must have been sensors. And it won't fit in here. The cable isn't long enough. Boy, it's attached firmly.
Okay, so use the wrench and...
There's nothing that needs to be screwed here. There's nothing that needs to be screwed here. There's nothing that needs to be screwed here.
Guess maybe I have to go back in the house. Like, get the cables. Can't think of anything else.
That should be enough. The good old sofa. Too bad I've had them. Isn't there anything left to eat in this house? Typical. Tony's. Let's get rid of. Just because Tony wants me to move out. Ah, the first aid kit. It saved money, but since they're the only thing it...
Probably have to get like her tranquilizer later.
Ouch! That's hot! It's already lit. It already has plenty of burn marks. Well, I think that's all. Should be enough. The mouse skedaddled long ago, which doesn't mean that its plan was better than mine.
Yeah. Okay, so there's... You had to go at the front? Then to the back? There, if I go to the front. Yeah,
Ouch! Hot! Tony always had me. A saddle-shaped box. A classic. No problem. Oh, crap. It's screwed tight.
Oh, it's screwed tight, huh?
A saddle-shaped but classic. Hello, Hank.
Hey, well,
Rufus.
ah, I'm really terrible with names.
Did you see Tony anywhere?
Tony?
The big, angry, breathes fire, my former girlfriend?
Ah, Tony. Well, I guess she's down in her store, working, like everybody else, except you.
Is the tunnel closed again?
Yes, we had another collapse in Sector 7.
Another junk slide? All this trash is really driving me nuts. I'm glad I'll be gone for good soon.
Are you?
You bet.
Well, I only know you won't be leaving through this tunnel.
I'll finally leave this junk heap of a planet.
Huh. Oh, yeah. Another one of your brilliant plans?
This time, it's absolutely foolproof.
Yeah, that's right. You being a fool and all. But I reckon you running around here has got nothing to do with any other problems.
No, it hasn't.
Well, good for you.
I'll write you a postcard from Elysium.
You go ahead and do that.
What would I need the chili pepper for?
Hey, I didn't unscrew the mailbox for that. Yeah, I'm about 80% sure of that.
Okay. So the mailbox, we use the mailbox as a place. Is the seats here, I guess? And then put the battery in the mailbox.
Ha! There you go. Ha! There you go. There. The capsule is ready. Now, all I have to do is calibrate the harpoon. There. Too bad the two directions of the control stick are blocked, but who needs those anyway? The main thing is that the crosshairs are right on the tracks. And then, I'm gone. Ha! This will be a walk in the park. I did it! Now, I'll just light the fuse and boom! Well, that should be it. Stand by, Wenzel.
Hello, Rufus.
Tony, why are you sneaking around like that?
This is still my house, remember? Well, it's not as obvious now since someone stole my mailbox. Oh, that reminds me. I'm supposed to give you this letter.
A letter?
Rufus, it's almost time.
Yes, I know. Sorry, Tony, but it's over. Once the fuse is lit, I'll be gone for good.
If only that was true.
Alright, I'm going to end the video for now. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've had fun. You have a good rest of your day.